think there is some small addition in these slides as compared to the, like if you have from the first semester. I will, by the way, upload these in the OneDrive and will provide you guys the link. I think you are with me on WhatsApp. In that group, I will post the updates because we are here temporarily with each other. So I will not create something new. Just they will create one link. I will keep uploading and will provide you the link here. So in this, this is just a general energy balance, and mostly which we will cover here, that's for non-reactive system. We usually call them mechanical systems where no reaction is involved, only movement of maybe some fluid takes place. Sometimes even fluid will not move, but still energy transfer takes place. So that's we are going to cover here, while others name with the reaction name will cover. So overall in this lecture, which I will hopefully complete today, that involves simple introduction to energy balance and some basic terminologies. Hope so you will be aware about those, but there will be maybe few new or just refreshing of the knowledge. And then different forms of energy, because we are going to study energy balance, so you should be aware about different terminologies of energy, how you have to calculate. So they will be covered, and after this actually I think up to here when we cover all this stuff 9.2 till 9.2 it's done, and then 9.3 section is about energy balance equation and then its application for various systems. So this is overall outline of the chapter, complete chapter. I think is in this mention first point, define or explain the terms. There are a number of terms which are used in while you are solving energy balance. So just we covered the definitions initially, and then later on we have to discuss that when you have to select a system, suitable system, you have to select for solving the problem. Main it will depend either your system is closed or open, sometimes steady or unsteady state. So you should be aware about the system boundary, how you have to fix the boundary and then solve it. As well, I mean, from the first Tycho 1, you know that how to convert units of energy from one to the other set. I think that's not a big thing, so that will be a small part. So overall, then there is general balance equation. I mean, after this, when you are aware about these basic terminologies, then we will jump towards energy balance equation and its various terms. Then how you can modify this for a particular problem. That particular problem mean like you have an open system, closed system, steady or unsteady, and without reaction, which we will be covering here. So overall, you guys can say that these are four systems. Which one? Open steady state, open unsteady state, then there is closed steady state and closed unsteady state. And at the end, just you have to solve those problems related to these systems. So okay, can anyone tell me what does boundary mean? System boundary. Just instead of reading from here, can you tell me briefly in one or two words what does boundary mean?
फिर सिस्टम और सराउंडिंग को एक लाइन या फिर कोई भी बॉर्डर जो सेपरेट करता है उसको बाउंड्री कहते हैं.
Good. That's called system boundary. Anything which just separate your system from the surrounding. So that's called boundary. That is a real or imaginary line, sometimes just rigid or movable. So one thing, one other advice. So when you have stop talking, just please mute your mics, guys. Mute your mics, please. So this is another advice which I just forgot, that when you have spoken, please mute your mics. Okay, right. Next is closed system. Closed system क्या होता है?
जिसमें एनर्जी ट्रांसफर होता है लेकिन मैस ट्रांसफर नहीं
Salah
होता.
Rafiq, I will kick out of the class. I will kick you out.
सर मैं बोलने लगा था तो फिर वो बोल पड़ी तो इसलिए मैं म्यूट कर दिया माइक अपना.
Okay, so just बोलें क्या बोलना है.
सर यही डेफिनेशन बताने लगा था.
अच्छा,
तो उन्होंने बता दिया सर.
ओके, थैंक यू. सो अगर आप लोगों की तरफ श्योर हो तो आप बेशक काइंडली कोई वो बंदा रिप्लाई ना करे जिसकी तरफ जरा स्कूल है वो रिप्लाई किया करे क्वेश्चन का, क्योंकि इससे भी सारे लोग डिस्टर्ब होते हैं. सो ओके, सो आई वाज आस्किंग अबाउट क्लोज सिस्टम. व्हाट इज क्लोज सिस्टम? Hey, you don't know?
फिर जिसमें
तो
मैथ
सबकी तरफ
फ्लो
एक और है।
जिसमें कि
एनर्जी
जिसमें
फ्लो
कि
हो
ना हो
Yeah, okay.
एनर्जी का या
Mass
मास का।
flow system is just non-flow system, so there is no material exchange between the system and boundary. That is called simple closed system. But guys,
Yes.
remember, there is no material flow. But later on, we will discuss this. That still heat and work can flow. I think you know well now. You guys are quite experienced till now. I mean, you have seen our studied a lot of subjects like 5, 6 subjects of chemical engineering, so you are aware about this. Closed system is non-flow system, but in this there is no material flow, but still heat and work can flow in the system. So then there is equilibrium. So what does equilibrium state mean? When there is no change in any property, like invariant with respect to, for example, here when we are talking about energy, maybe something is in equilibrium at energy, so there is no change in energy. Or if you are talking about the material, there is no change in the composition or amount of the material. So there can be various kind of equilibrium. For example, as mentioned here, thermal equilibrium. What does this mean? Mean energy content remains same. There is no change in energy. There is no change in temperature or like that. So that's under thermal, mechanical, mean or physical, chemical. So you can have a lot of equilibrium, but here we will be talking about mainly related to energy, less thermal, and like with respect to amount in material balance, which we studied that it is at equilibrium. There is no change in that property. Then there was something called this extensive property or intensive. I think you remember this. Intensive properties. What are intensive properties?
A property that does not change as the size of the
ये वो
system changes.
that does not depend on mass or amount of substance.
That independent, intensive. I told you at that time that you have to remember it with this, that intensive is something which is independent. So it is independent of amount of mass. That is called independent property. And can you give me some example? Like, okay, for example, you take, yeah, temperature. I mean, sometimes you take, for example, density. So opposite to this is extensive properties. Extensive are those properties which depend on the amount of material. So for example, I say 1 kg of water, then there is 2 kg of water. So what comes to your mind that you have increased the amount from 1 kg to now 2 kg. So when you are increasing its amount, its size is increasing. That is dependent on the mass. As well, similarly, you can look at the volume. For example, you take 1 liter of the water. So sorry, 1 kg of the water. So that will have because that has a density of like 1 gram per cubic centimeter, so it will have 1 liter. But when you take 2 kg, will its volume remain same, or is it independent of mass or not? No, it is not so. It is dependent on the mass. So when you keep on increasing the mass, its volume will keep on increasing. So this is something which is dependent on the mean amount of the material. So you can take a lot of example, others you can discuss. Open system. What does that mean?
सर जिसमें एनर्जी और मास दोनों ट्रांसफर हो.
Yes, in which actually no, one thing you should define it in a way like in terms of mass, because you know when you say like closed system in which energy still can take, okay fine, as you are defining is also okay, but we define it like something where is a mass exchange, because energy exchange is taking place in both cases, either it is closed or open. So fine, your definition is also good. Okay, open system is that system in which exchange of material takes place. So still, because you guys know then when material exchange is taking place, definitely energy exchange will also be occurring at the same time. So what was state and phase? Can anyone tell me what are those? By the way, did you remember are these things or not? State actually when you define based on condition of a system, based on condition of a system, when we specify it based on those conditions, like those conditions can be temperature, pressure, composition, so that is named as state. For example, when you say water is in a liquid state, so when Okay, can you tell me the boundaries with respect to 1 atmospheric pressure? What are the temperature range in which water will exist in the form of liquid? Liquid state.
Sir,
सर
room temperature
टेम्परेचर
पे
की रेंज
Yes, that temperature range. What is that temperature range? I'm asking.
सर टेम्परेचर रेंज 0 to 100 है
Good. Yes. So when I'm saying 1 atmospheric pressure, I think now you guys have already studied thermo. You know that when we will change this pressure surrounding, already you also know from some basic concept that when you change the pressure, definitely temperature range will also change. But when I'm saying 1 atmospheric pressure, so this you see one condition is 1 atmospheric. Other I am defining other condition as a temperature, like either it is 0 or 100. Between these two, it is in the liquid. When you jump any other side below 0 or above 100, then definitely state changes. And phase was that part of the system which has actually homogeneous properties, that is physically distinct and have homogeneous properties. So did you remember some example for this, or can you explain it to me? Like, for example, I give you one example, and can you identify two phases? There is a mercury at room temperature as well. There is water at room temperature, and they are available in one beaker. First of all, can you tell me either they will exist as a one layer or more than one layer? Hello, anyone?
Sir, they will be more than one layer because they are immiscible liquid.
Yeah, good. Now, when you say word immiscible, immiscible means they have different properties. Then the things become immiscible. So here, for example, I am telling you there is a water and mercury. So which one, by the way, what do you think? Which one will stay down and which one will stay upward?
Sir,
Mercury will
mercury will
settle
stay
down
down.
Yeah, why? Because mercury has higher density. I
because
think that is
if
almost 13 times or maybe 13.5 times of water. So this is mercury, and above this there is a water. Now, as I told you that they exist at the room temperature. So at the room temperature, overall state is a liquid for this. When we are saying at room temperature, because you guys maybe have seen mercury that exists in the form of liquid at this temperature, room temperature. So that's the same water at the room temperature and pressure, it will also exist in the liquid form. So both are in the state, they have same state, but they have different phase. Why? Because each of these has different properties. At this given temperature and pressure, even they are existing in the same state, they are the liquid, but they are existing as a different phase. One is like water, because water has different properties as compared to the mercury. So here there will be two different phases. I think another example we can take, for example, you have a water but that still exists. In this case, can you tell me how many phases and how many states exist? Let me give you the example. There is a water. Here it is in the liquid form, and above this there is a water in the vapor form. There are the vapors, and we have just covered it from the top. So there is the liquid vapor, sorry, water vapor above this, and they are existing at, for example, at 125 degrees C and 180 m. And this water, definitely this is these vapors are formed from this liquid, which we say that suppose it is existing at 100 degrees C. You can consider here, maybe you guys will be thinking that at 100 degrees C vapors are formed at 100, but maybe I have installed here some small heater which is also heating further the vapors which are formed at 100 degrees C. So now in this example, how many states exist there?
सर 2 states
State, physical state 2 at phase 1.
Okay, how many phases?
सर इसमें phase 2 होंगे ना
Yes, how many states? I think everyone agrees that states are two, because one is liquid and one is vapor state. You know this. What about phases?
सर phases
Sir,
2
one phase.
होंगे
One phase.
सर वन फेस होगा और 2 स्टेट्स होंगी
No, anyone else?
सर 2 फेस होंगे.
Good. Jawad, you are right as well. You are right. Anyone who is just telling, there are two phases and two states here. It is not necessarily
Yes.
always like here was, for example, I told you here was one state and two phases. So maybe you guys will be thinking it is always applicable. No, in this case, just look, this liquid water. I think now you study the thermodynamics and hopefully you have seen steam tables. So just to maybe if you can notice only one thing, that was the density of water in the liquid and vapor phase. Do you know, is there any difference? Hey, hello. Now I'm asking about
Yes,
the
sir.
density of the water in the liquid phase and in the vapor phase. Is there any
Yes.
difference? Talha, can you tell me? Talha, Javed, CR of A section.
जी सर
Is there any difference between the density of liquid water and water vapors?
sir actually could not follow you here.
Due to this, I ask you to be with me and just answer my question. Okay, listen to me again now, and let me tell the system and then give the answer of question. So here, I said there is a liquid water and I am heating it up. It is at 100 degrees C. Some vapors are formed and I kept this main system from the top. I have just enclosed it and there are vapor above this liquid. I just heat those vapor with the help of some more heating element by inserting here some heating element. So there are vapor at the top and there is a liquid in the bottom. I asked the student that how many states and how many phases are there. So people said there are two states. Yes,
So
I
two
agree. There are
states
two.
and two states and two, yes,
Yes, and phases are how many? Two. The reason is, which I asked you that,
two
yes,
phases and
definitely,
yes.
because they have now different properties. As we said, they should have same properties. I told you here maybe a bit different definition is mentioned, all the same thing, but in a different word. So just remember it easily that anything, any part of the system that is physically like that has different characteristics, different properties, and those properties are not only chemical, those properties can be physical and chemical. Any of these property will change, phase will change. So here you guys will have two phases for this system. Okay,
सर
fine.
उसका तो
But
फेज चेंज हो गया तो उसकी प्रॉपर्टी भी तो चेंज
yeah,
होगी
good.
ना.
Yes, that's the good word which you use now. Always you guys say that at 100 degrees C, phase change takes place. So all those who were confused and who were telling me there is only one phase, just take care of his words. But he said phase change at 100 degrees C. We normally say this.
Yes
You
sir,
guys know that
obviously.
we normally say this word that phase change takes place at 100 degrees C. So definitely there are two different phases and two states. So you can have a lot of different systems. I think one time one student asked me, okay, sir, if I dissolve the salts in a water, then how many states and how many phases are there? Can you tell me? If I dissolve some small amount of salt in water, and that's I just added small amount of water. Sorry, small amount of salt in the water, and salt is completely dissolved. So how many phases and how many states? Can you answer this?
सर
One phase,
सेम
sir.
ही रहेंगी.
सर
Good.
जब वो
Yes.
सेम सर जब
Yeah.
डिसॉल्व हो गया तो फिर तो फेज
Yeah.
स्टेट चेंज
Because
नहीं
it
रहे
becomes
वो सेम नहीं रहे.
homogeneous. Yeah, it remains same. Good. Okay, fine. Yes, it is
यस
only
सर,
one
होमोजीनियस
state
सॉल्यूशन
and one
क्योंकि वो
phase. But
मिसिबल हो
yes,
गया ना.
good.
अगर वो
Exactly.
इमिसिबल रहता तो फिर डिफरेंट होना था. अब चूंकि वो मिसिबल हो
Agree.
गया.
Good, good. Oh, it means you guys got it fine. That's fine. Okay. Property is something which you can observe or calculate. That is called property. So this was somewhere in this start you defined it. Property, anything which you can measure like or calculate. That is called property of a system. For example, anything you can take pressure, temperature, volume. Some are directly measured. Some you calculate with the help of other measured properties. So that's one thing. Then there is something called steady state. What does that mean? Steady state.
accumulation 0 होती है इसमें.
Yes, in those system accumulation is 0. Actually, you can generally say that something input flow is equal to output flow. If we talk about simple material balance, then inflow is equal to outflow. And if we talk about energy, maybe sometime energy flow in will be equal to energy flowing out of the system. Then we will say system is at steady state. Or generally, that's the simplest best definition, that accumulation if is 0, then that system is considered as steady state. So what does unsteady state mean then?
इसमें input और output जो same नहीं होगी.
Will not be same, so there will be some accumulation. Now accumulation can be a positive term or negative term, both are possible. Okay, so that's in the both ways. Oh, someone came now. Yeah, you see. Okay, you will understand in one two lectures. So unsteady state is, you also call it sometimes transient state. So whenever there is not input is equal to not output, in those cases you guys know that then there will be something start accumulating in the system. Now, as I said, accumulation can be in both ways, positive as well as negative. Can you give me the example? For example, okay, let me tell you a few things and then add it. Like you have 100 kg of water in one vessel, and inflow is at 100 kg per minute and outflow is also at 100 kg per minute. Is there any accumulation?
No, sir.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
in that case, it's not, no accumulation, because anything which you are entering, it is leaving at the same time. So overall, there is no change in the amount of material inside the system. Let it go back the other way. For example, 100 is getting in and 90 is getting out. So is there any accumulation?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
10.
Like for example 10 per unit time, I say for example per minute or like that, so it is 10 kg per unit time. So the other thing, for example, okay, 90 is getting in and 100 is getting out. Is it possible, by the way?
No, sir.
सर अगर
No.
पहले से उसके
Yes,
अंदर
but
मतलब होता
सर
है
इसके
you are
साथ
right,
अगर कोई
but
stream आ रही
as I said, no. As I said that initially system contains some amount. So in that case, either it is possible or not. Yes, it will be possible for some time. For example, as I said, it is 100 kg already there. So maybe initially you start withdrawing the amount. It is 90 getting in. So you can get out 100 like for some time until unless it is finished inside the system. So let's keep the flow rate very low. For example, okay, you are getting out 91. So then I think for 100 minutes you can use this 100 kg. Okay, so it is possible. In that case, will there be any accumulation? What you will call it? Yes, we will say, because there is a difference between in and out accumulation, but in negative terms. Actually, you are withdrawing from the system. You are reducing the amount of the system. Okay. So accumulation is not only like positive here. Generally,
अगर
if you at the meaning of this word,
स्टीम की शक्ल में अगर कोई चीज वेस्ट हो रही है, तो उसमें भी हम लोग यही कहेंगे कि उसमें एक्यूमुलेशन हुई है, या उसमें कोई चेंज आ जाएगा इस बात में भी?
Talha, just repeat it.
सर लेट्स से कि अगर ये 90 केजी किसी बर्नर में हमने पानी फेंका है और वहां से 80 केजी निकला है, और बाकी जो 10 केजी है, अब उसमें से हमें नहीं पता कि वो एक्यूमुलेट हुआ है या वो स्टीम से निकला है, तो उस केस में हम लोग क्या करेंगे? उस केस
No,
में हम
sir.
लोग उस रिएक्शन को क्या?
Look. No. Just look, guys. When something 90 is entering and out is getting is 80, so it means 10 kg is going somewhere. Now, where it is going, you have to figure it out. If it is not leaving from the system, then definitely that is accumulated in the system. So that will not vanish, like ये गायब नहीं हो जाएगा. अगर 90 इन हो रहा है और आप कह रहे हो मैं 80 उससे आउट हो रहा है, तो this means 10 kg is becoming part of the system. So now then you can think that maybe there is another stream that is also living at that 10 kg flow rate. So that can be distributed. Otherwise that will be accumulated in the system. अगर तो आपका कोई इससे रिलेटेड कोई स्पेसिफिक एग्जांपल है तो बताओ. अदरवाइज अगर जनरली आप बोल रहे हो तो वो यही होगा कि 10 kg will be accumulated inside the system. Okay.
सर जनरली पूछो जी सर.
हाँ, जनरली फिर यही होगा ना, 10 kg गायब तो नहीं होगा. डेफिनेटली दैट विल बी accumulated inside the system, because you said 90 get in and at 80 get out. So 10 kg where it's going, it is becoming part of the system. Okay.
ओके सर.
And I think already initially you guys told system anything which is under study, and anything except that system is called universe. So everything
Surrounding.
except your system is called surrounding, and there is like system anything are we call it part of the universe which you are studying is called system. I think you will be aware about these things a lot now, no need to go in detail. Okay, if I say like I am studying about water consumption in the chemical engineering department of UET, so what is my system in that case? If I give you the task that you guys have to calculate consumption of water in chemical engineering department UET, so what will be your system? What will be your boundaries of the system?
डिपार्टमेंट होगा केमिकल
Department.
The department.
Okay, overall you will consider definitely the department, you will consider from where water is coming and where it is going. So all input output stream are inside if there is being consumed by someone. So that you have to look, that's your system, you have to put boundary and everything across, I mean except this department will be considered as surrounding. So that's fine. Okay, so I mean related to energy balance there are few terminologies which I think you know. That's what is adiabatic system.
हीट जीरो होती है सर जिसमें क्यू जीरो होता है
क्यू जीरो होता है, बिल्कुल ही हीट खत्म हो जाती है सिस्टम की. What does that mean?
Sir, no
There
heat
is no
enters or
exchange.
leave the system.
Right, yes, good. There is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. Any system which you are considering and all other surrounding, there is no exchange of heat. So Q exchange is actually zero. You are right. Okay, Q. That Q. When you say Q zero, mean word here is actually when there is no exchange of heat. When Q exchange is zero, that's called adiabatic system. And in that case, like for example here I think we will discuss 2-3 other cases. The one case is, for example, when you guys consider something is perfectly insulated, in that case it is adiabatic system because their heat will not come in, not go out of that system when it is perfectly insulated. I will talk about this in I think next slide again. So isobaric, but before that isothermal. What does this word iso mean?
Same.
ISO means
Same.
same, and thermal, which is at
Same.
same temperature.
Same.
Whenever temperature remains same during a process, temperature is invariant, it is constant, so that is called isothermal. Isobaric system,
In which there is no pressure
Same
change.
pressure,
pressure
pressure,
good, and isochoric,
same
नो
volume.
वॉल्यूम
Volume.
yeah, volume remains same. So what about these path variable and state variable? Does anyone remember what does those mean?
सर पाथ वेरिएबल वो होगा जो डिपेंड होता है पाथ पे, और स्टेट
Good.
वेरिएबल डज नॉट डिपेंड्स अपॉन पाथ, इट
Path
डिपेंड्स
is
अपॉन द
only
स्टेट.
good. It depends on only initial and final state of a system, that is called state variable, and other path variable which depends on the path. So I think maybe you have done some calculation in thermodynamics related to this heat work and internal energy. Did you do?
यस सर
ये वहाँ पे पढ़ा है
Yes,
पाथ
sir.
वेरिएबल और स्टेट वेरिएबल थर्मो में आजकल पढ़ रहे हो?
यस सर पढ़ा है यस
Okay,
सर
good. Okay, good. Fine. So these
एक्सक्यूज मी
I
सर
think जी.
सर मैंने आपसे पूछना था कि जब हम बाउंड्री में अगर हम कहते हैं कि वॉल हमारी बाउंड्री है तो उसके जो ब्रिक्स होंगे या जो उसका जो मटेरियल जिससे वो बना हुआ है तो उसको हमने सिस्टम का पार्ट ही कंसीडर करना है या फिर उसे सराउंडिंग का पार्ट कंसीडर करना है.
No, look, whenever we say that, for example, here chemical department, so all walls are our part of our system. Anything outside wall will be surrounding.
तो सर उसको हम मतलब उसके सराउंडिंग में नहीं हम कंसीडर कर सकते उसके मटेरियल को क्योंकि वो तो बीच में ही है ना सिस्टम और
Look,
सराउंडिंग.
मैंने कहा okay, look. You can call it boundary simply. That is not neither part of system nor part of your surrounding. Actually, here it depends ना what is your case. Maybe आप इसको ना कहीं बाजू का आप लोगों को क्वेश्चन होता है आप किसी न किसी अपने किसी और कंसेप्ट के साथ लिंक कर रहे होते हो. अगर ऐसा केस है तो अलग. अदरवाइज अभी जब मैंने कहा ना केमिकल डिपार्टमेंट, सो ऑल दीज अगर उस एग्जांपल पे जाऊँ वापस, तो all these walls are part of chemical department. So this is my system. After this I will say anything just after this wall is surrounding, anything after this wall is just surrounding. वो जो bricks की line है उसके बाहर जो कुछ है वो surrounding है. ठीक है। अगर सपोज ना हम ये आपको मैं कहता हूँ कि ओके आपने ना मटेरियल बैलेंस करना है कि केमिकल डिपार्टमेंट में ये जो ईंटें लगी हुई हैं इनका वेट कितना है, केम इन आउट, सपोज इस तरह की चीज़ को कैलकुलेट करनी है, तो तभी कह रहा हूँ कि इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंडीशन। सो इन दैट केस डेफिनेटली दैट विल बिकम पार्ट ऑफ दिस, यू हैव टू कंसिडर इट कि ये आपके सिस्टम का हिस्सा है। गेट इट और नॉट?
यस सर।
ठीक है। As these isothermal, isobaric, I think are few things you know, that no pressure change, volume or temperature change. So the properties, actually these property remain same, they are invariant. For example, if there is a volume is invariant of pressure at pressure or temperature. So either it is isothermal, isobaric or isochoric. So as we know that adiabatic means when there is no heat transfer between the system and the surrounding. So when there are few cases where you will be considering the system as adiabatic. First of all, if anywhere in any question is mentioned that this is insulated, so in that case, insulation, you know that when something is insulated, there is no exchange of heat. Is it possible, by the way? Like you can have something 100% insulated?
No, sir. Sir, it can be possible in ideal.
Yeah, good. In ideal case, but in reality, when you will say, definitely there will be like something, some heat is lost, but very slowly with the passage of time. Definitely that heat is lost. For example, when you consider this thermos at the homes, you put the tea or hot water, that remains hot for some time, but after some time definitely something is lost. So these are insulators. What are insulators, by the way? Do you know? I mean, just first thing, definitely you will tell me from where no heat can get or can pass through. What in terms of thermal conductivity? What will be the thermal conductivity of these insulating material? Either they have very high or very low.
Sir, very low thermal conductivity.
Thermal conductivity very low होगी.
Yes, good.
But
Insulator
no,
are those material. Yes, definitely very low. Those systems which have very low thermal conductivity, they are used as the insulating material. Now, what happens when you cover something with this insulating material? The heat transfer from that surface is actually stopped with the help of this, that there is very minute amount of heat transfer from that system. Our rate is very slow because that's conduction through that wall is very small. Thermal conductivity is very low for this material. But due to this, I ask you that when you put it for long, definitely that heat is lost. The reason is that heat will slowly pass through that, and at the end of the day, all heat is lost from that system. So other, for example, you will see later that there are number of terminologies in energy balance equation. So there is one term will be Q, which is heat. So if this is very small as compared to other terms of the energy equation, then we can neglect it. We can say that this is Q amount is like very small. So we can consider those system as adiabatic because Q, which is heat transferred, or sorry, energy transferred in terms of heat, that is very slow, very small as compared to other. So you can just consider it as a like adiabatic, and you can also link with the first case which I said that insulator, still some heat transfer takes place through those, but it is at very low rate. Similarly, if it is very low, very small, so that is also adiabatic. And if process takes place so fast that there is no time for heat transfer, maybe in chemical engineering there are various processes you will see. I think yes, we have to discuss this concept in thermodynamics lab. So there is one process where we consider that adiabatic. The reason is that that change takes place so fastly in few or less than even few seconds. So that there is no time for transfer of heat with the surrounding. Again, this is not 100%. There will be very small amount of heat exchange which we ignore actually, and we say that in this very small time there was negligible heat transfer to the surrounding. Okay, so this is about adiabatic in those cases where you can consider it as adiabatic. As we already know, that state is the condition of system where value of temperature, pressure, like based on those given values of temperature and pressure. So state and point variable, I will quickly go through them. So like for example, there is something called state or point variable which depends only on the state, which depends on that function is only dependent on the initial and final state of the system. It is not dependent on from where you are coming from, which part. And its example from earlier, someone traveled from Lahore to Islamabad either by any way, motorway, jeep road, or anything. We say that someone is in Islamabad. He is, for example, this much away from us, because you usually look for some distance. Okay, Lahore is at this distance from Islamabad. So in this case, we are not concerned about this from where that person reached to the Islamabad. We say only it is at that point, so that is this much away from us. It is at distance. So in this case, distance, he is at a specific distance from us. We are not concerned about the path from where he went. So other case, path variable, because if someone adopted some specific path, if we are considering the fuel now, definitely then you have to consider the path, because some path is short as compared to other. So in this case, fuel consumption will be different. So when you look at the fuel consumption, this is the variable which is depending on the path. Okay, so that's path and state variable, and here that heat and work, these are two path variable, while internal energy is normally a state function. So for some cyclic path, for example, when you look at the change in state variable, so what is the value of state variable in a cyclic path? Cyclic path is, for example, you started a journey from UET Lahore and then came back to UET. So if you look at the value of state variable, will there be any change in state variable?
So उसकी initial और final state same ही है ना?
Same हो गई. So in that case, anything which is which depends on only initial and final state, if you just come back to the same point, so then it is called cyclic process. So in that case, this change is considered zero. Change in state variable is zero for a cyclic path, and cyclic path, you are moving in a cycle. I mean, you started from some point and came back to the same point. So in that case, change is zero. Change. Okay. So, but definitely, like when you look at the path variable, that will not be zero. For example, someone traveled to Islamabad and came back to Lahore, we say, okay, he is again with us. But if you look at the amount of consumption of fuel, definitely that will be added for one way and then other way. So like, for example, here quickly you have one process which is shown in the figure, like, and some process moved in this temperature and pressure change takes place, like with the passage of time, and you move from state 1 to state 2. At state 1, there is some value of temperature and pressure, and for simplicity, let's consider it, for example, 2 bar, and here it is 25 degrees C. And later on, it jumped to, for example, like here 100 degrees C for state 2.2 I'm taking, and then there is, for example, 5 bar. So this system has moved in this case. I've seen pressure of, for example, there was gas cylinder at 2 bar and 25 degrees C. This is just, for example, you just increase this temperature, so pressure will also increase for this. So just keeping the volume same, please. So in that case, when you are moving from point 1 to point 2, there are different paths as shown here. So there are a few properties which depend on this. For example, if we are concerned about internal energy, we will just look at the initial state and final state, and we will calculate the internal energy. But yes, if you are looking about the Q and W, definitely two different paths will give you different results. So for this, for example, let me tell you, for example, I am calculating the Q. So I will not look at the initial and final state. The reason is, look, this was initially at 0.1 and you want to raise its pressure up to the 5. So if you are adopting path B, what is happening? You are keeping temperature same. So whenever you increase the pressure, will temperature increase or not? Definitely, temperature will change, temperature will increase for gases. When you are increasing the pressure, temperature will also start increasing. The one way is like you just allow it to expand or like change in volume. But here, one thing to remember, as I said, volume remains same. So in that case, what you have to do in accommodate to that temperature rise, but we want to keep it at 25 degrees C. So what you will be doing, you will be removing heat from this system with the passage of time, so that temperature remains constant but pressure keep on increasing. Then when you reach to this point somewhere close to these, then now you keep pressure same but start rising its temperature. Pressure same means just you don't change its volume, just it remains same, but you start adding the heat to this system. So in that case, again, like you reach to some point where you have to now fix the pressure. So in that case, by the addition of heat, you have to consider that. So if I was looking only for the last point, that what is amount of heat at this point 2 at this given temperature and pressure, that will not be same if I just ignore these parts. So due to this, we call them that heat and work, they are dependent on the path. You have to consider the path, and I gave you just this simple example that in order to keep it at 25 degrees C, actually we were removing the heat. And if you were concerned about only last point, definitely then you will be ignoring this, which is not correct. Up to here, any question? Guys, are you around?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.